Hi, everybody. So we are back, and I finally got my microphone working again. But we are talking about whips today. So, as you know,
If you're not sure what a whip is, it means work in progress.
Yes, work in progress. And all right, let's be honest. How many do you have in total? Be real. In total.
I have ideas, but I've never started.
Okay, just concepts with mild idea. That counts.
I go write the ideas down, but then when it came to writing them, it was just
Well, I have 6.
yeah. As far as like actual like writing, just
I'm an overachiever. I'm writing on all of them at the same time because I'm stupid. But we each.
Hey,
We
when do you
each
get published that Peter Pan one?
I actually could I'd have to go through the House of Mouse. See, that's the problem because it's a dovetail off of the original
No,
Peter Pan.
not if you go off of, not if you get it through J.M. Barrie.
He signed the thing over to the Great Ormond Children's Hospital, and I would have to contact the hospital and be like, "Hi, I want to publish a Peter Pan book. Is that okay?" I mean, I could do that,
And
but
I'm sure they'd be fine with it.
I'd have to talk to their legal team. I mean, it's not impossible, but I still need to go through that and edit it. I wrote it when I was graduating high school. Like, the thing is 400 pages, if that, maybe more. I mean, it's finished.
Mm.
I mean, Allie Hazelwood and Thea Guanzon turned their shit and their Raylo stuff into actual literature. Why can't I do that with mine? I mean, I literally rewrote
Exactly. And Allie Hazelwood's love hypothesis is getting ready to be turned into a movie.
That's right. You know what'd be really funny is if
and I know one of the actresses that's in there, there's one of the actually the main actress, she's producing it as well. She also was in the TV show Riverdale that I love to death, playing Betty Cooper.
I never watched Riverdale. I'm old. I'm old.
What am I gonna do with her, y'all? What am I gonna do with her?
I don't know. Let me survive, maybe. Like I have we've talked about this. I have streaming services, but I don't watch. I wanted to watch like a bunch of true crime stuff, and I got into series and things like that, and then I don't know. I just got busy doing other things, and now it's kind of like,
No, her homework is to read up her Netflix so she can watch K-pop Demon Hunters and understand how amazing it is.
I feel like I've already seen it without seeing it, but I like just please, for the love of all that is holy, anybody that watches this, don't send me DMs with the Soda Pop song. Like, I just got free of the fucking Pink Pony Club. Please, let's not do that with the Soda Pop song. Because there's so
no
many
promises there.
Oh God! Like, don't get me wrong, catchy song.
Soda Pop is now the new Rickroll.
Yeah, I would believe it. I really would. But it's an earworm. I've literally had that shit rocking in my head for the last 3 days. Do you have any idea what it's like trying to write a book where all you've got is just that song in your head? Like, fantasy. It's just like there. Yeah. I can't get rid
You
of
need
it.
to listen to the lyrics when Baby's doing his rap. Just see how dirty it actually is.
Baby is dirty?
Yes, Baby says dirty things.
Ooh. So Baby's like Deadpool, but with blue hair? Not full double entendre, but close enough. Like double entendre adjacent.
No, he's boy band pop double entendre. So they'll talk about all the sexual things and whatnot, but all the teenage girls aren't really paying attention to it. They're just fawning over him, so they don't give a fuck what the lyrics are. They're just going after like he's singing.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Mm-hmm. And so, yes, I have elf ears. Y'all can laugh at me all you want. I don't care.
I like them. I think they're cool. I don't know if I could actually ever wear them because my ears are so weird shaped. Mine cup like a little bit. So I feel like if I were to try them, I'd need the ones that like snug fit, like over, instead of the ones that hook over. Because I think the hook over ones would fall off. The hookers would
Yep.
fall off. I need something a little snugger. Yeah, like that. I'm not sure if that would actually stay on my ear because my ear cups. So I think it would kind of almost like be there and then just it would give up very quickly. Is what I'm saying.
You need the Spock ears.
Yeah, I need the ones that like literally hug like silicone, and you have to
Mm-hmm.
glue them on so they don't move. But
All right,
all right,
people. Side quest over.
what is the name of your whip?
Deja Vice.
All right, you want to explain?
Okay, so here's the concept. And I've actually got some kind of promo kind of thing on my now Instagram and TikTok page. I've actually set up my popular page now, finally. So
We're gonna link
essentially,
that in the description.
it's a second chance romance. And I got inspired off of it with a little help of the TV show Animal Kingdom. Because gosh darn Ben Robson. I'm sorry, man, if you see this, but man, you fine. You fine. You're like the biggest idiot in the show, but like you played that role perfectly, my man.
He does kind of look like a puppy dog with long hair. He kind of looks like the
Mm-hmm.
equivalent of a golden
But he's also
retriever.
like almost 7 feet tall.
What?
Maybe not exactly. He's super tall though. Like he's the tallest out of all the characters in the show.
So basically, he's like a human equivalent of an Illyrian warrior.
Pretty much, he's like the Cassian of in this scenario. Also, he and his the character he plays, Craig, and his drug dealer, they end up having a baby, and she pushed out an 11-pound baby. So, needless to say, it was his. Nick was a chunky baby.
My lady bits hurt just thinking about that.
Anyway, so essentially, this story is about a guy named Aiden O'Connor and a girl named, her name is Gabby, but we're gonna go in full name version of it, Maria Gabriela Nunez Torres. She's Cuban American. Her dad is a Cuban native. Her mother is American. She's like mixed. So, she and Aiden were really close growing up together and pretty much were dating, but without the actual, like, labels and everything like that. They were, pretty much together.
Yeah.
Well, some sour shit happens and they end up breaking up. And she ends up moving over to the West Coast. He stays on the East Coast. He's got some demons of himself for himself. He is he's a high functioning drug addict.
What particular drug of choice is he dealing with?
Started off with Adderall, and he balances out the uppers and the downers. Once he got past the feeling of the Adderall with cocaine and marijuana.
Is it just me, or anytime anybody says uppers and downers, automatically I think of that Selena Gomez song? Is that just me?
Which
All of the
one?
uppers and downers are making love with each other.
Oh, yeah. Can't keep my hands to myself.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was like the most side quest of all side quests. But I mean, anytime I hear uppers and downers, that's where my brain goes.
Yeah. So, he, his brother, his cousin, and a friend of theirs. The brother's name is Emmett. The cousin's name is Mark. And the friend's name is Jet.
Ooh, I like
they
that.
all work together as a group of thieves. They have a beneficiary that hires them to do the dirty work for him. and he gets them, like, he pays to get, heat off of them. He pays them for the work that they do. So he's very well connected. You're going to end up finding out who the beneficiary is probably later on towards the end of the book, maybe going into book 2, because I plan on it being a duet. But let's just say he's a weird son of a bitch.
Where is this all set? Like, if you had to pick something that kind of like was
Wilmington Beach.
nice. I mean, it's nice
So,
to have like real world references.
yeah, so Wilmington Beach is kind of my choice area. Gabby ends up moving back from California after a 5-year period of them being apart because her brother, who's a dipshit, Miguel, goes and crosses hairs with the wrong people, aka the cartel,
Ruh-roh.
and has to flee the country, and she has to take care of all his at-home assets.
Don't you just love being the little sister that gets left holding the bag?
Her dad gets deported. He's on the run. She comes back. She's starting to develop a friendship back with Aiden. And while she's on the West Coast, she developed a love for surfing. So she and Aiden go on a surfing trip, and she gets knocked over by a wave, hits her head on the board, and yeah, gets pretty bad. She wakes up and she does not recall the last 5 years.
Fuck. Yeah, you freaking 51st dated her? Damn.
A little bit.
Oh my god. That's gonna make shit complicated.
Yep. Especially given the fact that now she has to stay with Aiden because he has to keep an eye on her. She can't be by herself in case of any previous memories that come up that could have potentially traumatized her, and her having to go through that alone, if that was even the case, which I'm not saying if it was or wasn't. You're going to have to read it to find out. Can you imagine that? Having gone through some shit, got healed from it, going into therapy, and then 5 years later, you lose that memory. 5 years later, you lose that memory, and you think it's still okay. So it's 2025, so it'll be about 2019, 2020, roughly. And the last thing she remembers is just before they had their fight.
That's it? That's the last thing that she remembers?
Mm-hmm.
So how does he like get past that? Like, if she remembers they had a fight, how does he be like, but I'm taking
No, he
care of
doesn't.
you?
She doesn't remember the fight.
Oh. She doesn't remember the fight. She just remembers,
No.
I was angry at you, wasn't I?
No, not that. No. She doesn't remember them fighting, breaking up, any of it.
None?
Nope.
Homegirl is screwed.
Yeah. So he's got to fight, trying to be there for her and be supportive of her, fighting his feelings of falling in love with her again, essentially failing. And then dealing with the other bullshit that comes along later on where he has to rescue her.
Who's he rescuing her from? The cartels?
Her brother's connection that is connected to the cartel. Yeah.
Oh god. It sounds like the Animal Kingdom show that you talked to me about, and then it sounds like the accountant mixed with the town, mixed with a little bit of 51st Dates. So it's like Adam Sandler if he was a cartel leader that had a girlfriend that forgot shit.
Well, he's not a cartel leader. He's a thief. He's a thief.
Actually,
not a cartel
if you
leader.
wanted to make this a comedy, Adam Sandler might jump on board it. Be like, shit, fuck, let's do it.
And I kind of got a little bit of inspiration for how I'm labeling my chapters from HD.
Ooh,
So
nice.
he's known as the thief. She's the mark.
It's never a bad idea to take inspiration from the queen of book talk. and I don't give a shit who anybody fucking says that argues. I will die on that fucking hill. Bring it.
Yeah, one of my ideas I have is she gets kidnapped and he has to steal things to get the puzzle pieces and clues to find out how to get her back. And another thing that just kind of came to me today is that the beneficiary is actually involved with it too.
Ooh.
Plot twist.
See, now a question I have, because JL knows I can't stand slow burn. Is this a slow burn, or are you actually going to give us a little taste and then make us go
It's
dry?
it's gonna have some spicy. It's gonna be some spicy. Yeah, there's the whole basement gym. Yeah, that's gonna be quite interesting, especially when they had the 2 o'clock in the morning and she's wanting to break the fuck out of things, and he said, "No, we're not doing that." He takes her to the gym, and they go for, and he decides to have her spar him.
Oh, that's yeah. I don't know why, but sparring in and of itself, if it's in a book, you know it's going to be sex. Like there's nothing like
She clocks him. The way I see it, she's gonna clock him in the jaw.
ooh, I like it.
Gut.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
And might possibly re-break his nose back into place.
Damn! How about you have him fuck and then she breaks his nose and puts it back in place? Because that would be awkward.
No, because he's going to end up doing like a leg sweep thing, knocking her onto the floor and pinning her.
Ooh, so he's going to go a little Black Widow with it. Nice. I like it. That would be cool. So, like, all right, with the sparring, are you taking them like, because a lot of the different genres that deal with like crime and that sort of thing, they deal with specific like types of fighting. Are you keeping this like paramilitary style because of the cartels and stuff? Or are you taking it more kind of like boxing, kickboxing, jujitsu kind of
More like the kickboxing, jujitsu, martial artsy, with like a little bit of like MMA, like
little
then
Muay
like
Thai in
not
there?
being afraid to get like bare knuckled up in there.
It would be really nice if like during the time period where she doesn't remember anything, since she is sparring with him, it would be interesting if she got into like MMA.
Oh, she already knows how to fight. Her brother
Well,
taught her.
I'm just saying that would be pretty cool because he would, think she's like this delicate flower or some shit, and then he shows up at a fight.
Oh, he knows. He knows Gabby ain't no delicate flower. He already knows that Gabby ain't no
I mean,
delicate flower.
I'm just saying, it would be cool if she had a fight and he didn't know it was her fight and he had to go there because of the benefactor and
Mm.
like a meetup. And then the next thing he sees her walk into the, cage match and he's just like, what the fuck? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What are you get out of here? And he's just like, get out now. You out. And she's
And
just
then
like,
she would just go straight
"Ooh."
up. She's not afraid to call him out on his shit either.
Meanwhile,
She
the
is not.
benefactor's sitting here going like, is there something you two need to handle before we can finish our business? Homeboy would just be like, just give me 5 seconds. I need to talk sense into her. And then like 2 seconds later, the fight starts and she's like, okay, I'll see you after. Bye. I'm just saying that would be funny as hell. But I haven't watched Animal Kingdom. I've watched a lot of the shows that are similar to what your whip is. So I'm dying to hear like actual pages once you get shit actually written.
I've got a little bit.
Would you want to give us like give us something, just a taste?
Well, I mean, it's off the first chapter.
Okay. You wrote a prologue, right? Just give us the prologue.
No, I didn't write a prologue.
Okay, well you didn't write a prologue. So tell us, I don't know, the first, just give us something. Give us a little taste of it.
Okay.
You can
So, as I said, the chapters are going to be labeled The Thief and the Mark. So, the first chapter is in Aiden's point of view. Okay. Do I want to give you like that chunk or do I want to give you the flashback?
It's up to you. Like, if you want to, like, Fine. What do you think would tease somebody enough to get them to be like, more? I need more.
Okay, I'll read to you up to the flashback.
All right. Hit us.
Okay. Aiden, a soft angelic voice called out into the void. Aiden, come find me. No, you haven't given up. I still. And just like that, I woke up in a cold sweat, my breathing ragged and heart pounding almost a million miles a minute. I grabbed my phone from my nightstand and looked at the time, 2:15 a.m. Now, mind you, I don't say GD. I do not say GD. But it is written in here because he does say GD. So, he says that. I ran my hand over my face. Fuck. There's no way I'll be able to go back to sleep after that. Why was I dreaming about her? She looked exactly the same as 5 years ago. I tried picturing her older, but it hurt more because my brain kept going to old dreams of our future. I slapped myself in the face and shook my head. Snap out of it, Aiden. I pulled off the covers and made my way to my bathroom. A steam shower should do the trick. I walked over to the touchscreen by the shower and put my settings in. Steam, red lights, temperature. The system was the newest purchase of our beneficiary. He got heat off of us so long as we completed our jobs. Quickly, I dropped my shorts and opened the shower door. The steam and mist were welcoming as ambient music began to play. Granted, I live by the beach. I could open the window for the same effect, but I was feeling lazy. I pressed my palms into the shower wall and closed my eyes. It's been almost 5 years now. Why was she haunting my dreams again?
That is like, it makes me want to learn more, but like the way you described, like you literally can picture every step of what you're describing. Everything that you just read, like you could see every step of it. Like where he woke up and he was just like, okay, that was a thing. Why? Why is that a thing? Why is that visiting us again? And then like him just like, shower, need shower.
It's like, okay, need to calm the fuck down.
Like we need to breathe. We need the soothing
Yeah.
music and the warm water.
And I'm too lazy to go open the windows and get the ambient, sounds of the ocean that's right outside my door. So fuck
It'd be
this.
really good because of like it being the ocean and stuff like that. If it's in like a tropic area or something like that, or like you said it was like Fort Lauderdale, so this is like Florida.
No, not Fort Lauderdale. This is Wilmington Beach, North Carolina.
Okay, so it's North Carolina. You could just be like, well, I could go to and open the window for the same effect. However, mosquitoes are a thing.
That's true too. Well, I haven't decided what season it's gonna be in. Don't like
I think that would be
mosquitoes.
cute for him to be like, I don't like bugs, so I'll stick with my steam shower.
Yeah.
But I mean, he is a surfer, so that doesn't really track either. But I don't like. I've had fucking shit like that happen to me where like it's been a relationship and then it's been gone for a while and then somehow it just like pops back up out of the ether and you're just like, okay, how about no? How about we not do that?
I remember one of those times.
Yeah. That relationship didn't work. It wasn't really a relationship. It was like a situationship.
Yeah.
It was like
a textuationship.
Homeboy had no follow through. Let's put it that way. I'm not going to be shy about it. Motherfucker would DM me left and right and talk smexy to me. But whenever it came time to like put shit down, he would just back away real fast. It's like, oh, okay. So no follow through. Good job. I was looking for a Cassian and I ended up with a Lucian. Gonna get your face.
Hey, fuck no. You! You were going for a Cassian. You ended with a Tamlin.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say Iris though.
Respect my fox boy.
I do. I'm saying though, I think more Iris than Tamlin, because Tamlin at least had some sensitivity. This guy was just a dick.
Meh. I stand by what I say.
They're both horrible choices. Let's just put it that way. Mistakes were made.
Yes.
You know what I just realized?
Seen.
You know what I just realized with us sitting here, the way we're sitting here? Oh, I need to pop my neck. But the way, like, we're both sitting here, you know who we look like? we look like that Stephen Walker guy that you like to watch on Instagram and PG.
Am I PB? Am I PB in this? I'm PB Squamer.
I think so.
Smash.
Oh god. I mean, seriously. Like,
If we ever get on a show with them,
if we ever get on a show with them, I'm going to ask the Stephen Walker guy. I'm just gonna be like, admit the fact that you saw my comment about the Tamlin dog thing with Cassie. Admit it. You fucking saw it. I know you fucking saw it. Just fucking admit it. I don't care. I think it's awesome, but admit it. That was not something on your clock until you were like, you know what? And as to more, like proof that we were like them, he's constantly fucking with his hair, and so am I, because my hair never looks right. Oh, head.
my bangs are being a bitch.
I know nothing to do with my hair. This happens every episode. I cannot do much with the hair. I miss my beanie. That's what I want back. I want my fucking beanie back. I want my beanie back, baby. There we go. Better than nothing. Not exactly.
Square, I see nothing.
I mean, technically,
Square,
since you just showed up,
it, man. You missed it.
I mean, I was going to say, technically, since you just now showed up, you really didn't. Oh.
For real.
My head. No, not fuck my head, but I mean, ow, my head. Why is my brain hurt? Like,
so yeah, the eventual plan is to turn it into a duet, and then possibly do a third book, but it be a separate story. Possibly reverse harem.
Ooh. We're going reverse harem.
Mm-hmm.
That I still like. I still have to read Den of Vipers. I'm scared. I'm scared.
You better be, because at one point in time she gets stabbed in there fucking.
What?
At least that's what I was told.
Okay, now that book just moved closer to the top of the stack. So, because now I'm like, research we need to do. But
and I think Navessa's lights out. He has her get off on the handle of a knife.
I know. I was flicking through it. That didn't sound right. In context to what you just said, flicking. See? I am literally fucking Stephen Walker, and you are PG Squamer. That is the
PB.
dynamic.
It's PB.
I said PB.
You said PG.
No, I said PB.
You said G.
I said PG. Fuck, I don't care.
We'll go back and review the footage.
Book Talk. The golden retriever of Book Talk. There, we'll just do it simple like that. Homeboy is all over my freaking like FYP. But I mean, okay. I like the idea. I like the idea that you're doing it as like a duet. So whenever you're doing the second book, does that mean that you're going to focus more on one side of one of the characters? Like, is one book more focused on each character? Like, is book one more focused on?
No, it's gonna be equal, because with the way it's gonna be, book two is gonna be mainly the rescue, and after.
Did the chapter title names change whenever you move over to the duet?
I haven't decided on that yet. I haven't really gotten that far yet, as far as like that part of the idea. Maybe. It's a maybe, but as far as, well, I don't know. Maybe.
I have to wait and see. How often are you going to be How often are you going to be posting like updates on your progress and stuff like that on your page?
Well, I just recently did that first post, which was the "Would you read this?" And I mean, I've got quotes that I've written like on my phone and everything too.
Do you want to
So, I mean,
quote? Give us a quote.
yeah, I can share.
I need to stop
Oh,
rocking.
why now do you go and send the sexy masked man in the group chat? Why?
Did I do that?
No, not you. Somebody else.
Oh, I was like, when did I send that? I don't remember sending that. But I
No,
mean,
it was not you. It was somebody else.
I was gonna say the majority of everything that I've been sending you is K-pop Demon Hunter Jenny.
Yes, I know.
I love the progression of our friendship. Started out with like me sending you stuff from Akatar, and then it progressed to Crescent City, then like Throne of Glass, and then Cardin and Jude, and now we're at K-pop Demon Hunter
K-pop Demon
Paradise.
Hunters.
I've been with you through 4 different genre changes. What? Everybody has multiple.
Okay, first of all, the first three weren't a different genre.
I mean, they were different universes.
Different universes, still the same genre.
But no, they were all romantasy, but they were different versions of romantasy.
Yeah. So in this chat that I'm in, I had to submit a drawing of a spicy scene.
Okay.
I think I killed her, ladies and gentlemen. I think I actually killed her.
I wasn't ready for stick figures. I'm sorry.
Do what?
I wasn't thinking I was going to see stick figures, and then I saw stick figures.
I can't draw, woman.
I can't breathe. Okay, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay.
My
Oh God.
ass.
Oh wow. Stop, because that'll be the rest of the entire episode is me giggling. I won't be able to quit. Just be like
So
45 minutes
that
of me
was the
laughing.
stick figure drawing of the mat scene.
It was very descriptive.
Shut up.
Oh God.
Okay, how many do you want me to do?
How many you got? Because I'll be honest with you, what I'm probably going to do, I have
13?
give us as many as you want. I have like a prologue that I'm actually going to read whenever it comes to mine. And I'm going to just say this right now. Anybody who has a problem with me and what I'm doing, tough shit. Don't care. Because there are some things that just bug the shit out of me and I need to fix them for the world to feel right. And the world never feels right. I need to oil this chair. Like, I don't know. Is that an ADHD thing or is that like my autism showing where I can't sit still?
Both.
Good to know.
Because I do that same thing. I do that same thing at work. I call it my tisms.
Oh, I
Until my
told JL I learned a very important thing today when I went to the doctor about my high blood pressure, which, like, if nobody knows, I've been having like the weirdest fucking high blood pressure, non-high blood pressure, really high blood pressure. And by the way, ladies, if you don't know, if your jaw hurts really bad and your BP's high, you could be having a stroke. So just keep in mind, it's not always your chest. It's more often in women, the jaw. But I learned today when I went to the doctor and had my psych meds re-upped. Uh, apparently, taking bupropion or Wellbutrin can cause you to pop positive as amphetamine positive on a urine test. And I was just like, "Excuse me, what?"
I don't do meth.
Yeah, I got asked, like, how do you think that got there? I don't fucking know. Like, just because I live in Tennessee doesn't mean I live that life, okay? Let's not be stereotypical. But yeah, we looked that up and apparently that that can happen. So everybody, if you're on Wellbutrin, be aware. You could fuck yourself out of a job.
Yeah, for real. Okay. All right, here's one. You've actually read this one.
Ooh, okay. Hit me.
Her voice broke as she turned to face away from the person she thought she would spend the rest of her life with. I can't. The lies. The trust is gone. I hate that, and I can't allow myself to be hurt like this again. Memories be damned. We've done this song and dance. This is where the music ends.
Yeah, I did. You sent that to me, and I literally like nearly broke down crying because I was just like, "That hurts. Why would you do that? Why? Why would you do that?" Like that one hit hard though. Like the whole premise of just like somebody begging somebody, be like, "No, no, 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 give me another chance. Let me explain," and they're just like, "Nope." It's hard because sometimes
Mm-hmm.
things need context, but then there are some times where you just have to be like, "Nope."
You have no idea how much I suffered. Her golden eyes were ablaze. Being alone in a place where I knew nobody, the only person I wanted, absolutely hating me across the country, I had nothing. No one. And you never once came for me.
Oh God, JL. Fucking hurts, dude. Your book is just going to be straight up emotional damage, isn't it? Just straight up, I'm going to rip your heart from your soul and make you cry repetitively. You're going to need a very large box of tissues, which is not shocking considering the fact that you've read all of the ACOTAR books, Crescent City, and Fourth Wing. So you've learned the fine art of making people weep like babies.
Don't forget Ravenhood.
That is true. That's another one. No, that's the biggest one. Fucking Exodus will rip your heart out. God damn. Like,
Oh God,
I don't know how that
I haven't even finished Throne of Glass yet.
I don't know how that woman wrote that book, let alone reading it. Fuck. Like, as an if I had been her editor, there's no way I would have made it. There's no way I would have made it through like multiple runs of Exodus. No way. I would have been first run. It's
Nope.
good. Let's just leave the damage where it's at. Okay.
Yeah.
Use spell check. Don't make me read that again. But yeah, it. I have a feeling yours is going to be nothing but like a slow burn into like severe emotional damage.
Not necessarily slow burn. Might be a little fluffy.
Fluffy. See, you said fluffy. You literally are PB Scramer because he's all like, "I'm the golden retriever of book talk." I'm the one that's sitting here like making the double entendres and being like, smash.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have a couple steamy little makeout scenes and stuff like that before the big thing happens.
See, I'm more direct with mine. I'm just like throwdown time multiple times.
Oh, it's gonna hit throwdown time, but I'm just saying, like, you're gonna get flashbacks of scenes. You're gonna have present day stuff.
Shit's gonna get broke in mine though. Like furniture is
I'm
gonna get
aware.
broken.
I'm
Huh?
aware. There might
Oh,
be
you know
one
me.
thing broken at some point.
JL knows me. I go from 0 to 100. Like if I like a guy, like I am not subtle about that. So
No,
like
she's
I'm the
not.
chick. No, I'm not. I'm the chick that's literally like, I want to make out with you, so I'm just gonna shove you against the wall and start kissing you. So
Yeah.
be prepared for that.
So essentially, the title of it, Deja Vice, obviously kind of a tie into Deja Vu, reliving things over again. Vice being that it's sort of like you're clinging and addicted to what was past, along with actually fighting an addiction and wanting to get back what you lost in the past.
See, I like that.
And
I like the
somehow
duality.
it's going to be repeating itself.
I like that. I like that you're drawing that dimension into the story by having it kind of be like, yeah, some things are fucked up, but we're gonna revisit them and maybe fix a little or break them some more. It doesn't matter. We're gonna break or we're gonna fix. It doesn't matter. Eventually, they just feel they're fluffy and they're happy and it's all okay. I have a feeling that the end. Is this gonna end on a cliffhanger? Yes, you bitch. You bitch.
You'll just have to read and find out when it's done.
You heinous woman.
I learned from the greats.
This is true. This is true. I mean, it's not like we haven't studied. You know what I mean?
No, we understand the assignment.
Oh, very much. Well, that and I mean, we have plenty of inspiration from all of the book talk actors that play book talk boyfriends. There's inspiration. There are many inspirations to be found very, very easily.
So my inspos are a merge of Ben Robson, who plays Craig, and Oscar.
For those of you who don't know who Oscar is, I mean, you need to educate yourself first off. But he's
also known as a Ronkai.
Yeah. He's actually got he got signed recently and he's got a new album coming out. So we're really excited about that. And he has a little
He's in a band too. He's with a band called Archers.
I was thinking, what is his little alter ego? You know, the one with the tresemme, like.
Oh, Barney.
Barney. Okay. I don't know why, but I keep wanting to say Bartholomew for some reason. Just because it seems
Barney.
like a weird name. Barney. But
no, it's Barney. But there's another one now, too.
There's another one? His personalities have split again?
Yes! You haven't seen it yet? Oh my god, now I have to play it for you.
I will tell you one thing, though. If I've said it 1,000,001 times, and I will continue to say it. If there is ever a Crow remake and that man is not fucking cast as Eric Draven, I will riot.
There was a Crow remake.
Yeah, we're not acknowledging that one.
I was about to say, woman.
We're not acknowledging. That doesn't exist. Much like the Rise of Skywalker, it doesn't exist to me.
Is he wearing a sleep-token cowboy hat? Oh my goodness, he is.
Ooh, shiny. I didn't notice that was sleep token until just now. You can tell how observant I am. So who's the new personality?
Okay, so the second alter's name is Kevin.
Kevin.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay. Barney, Kevin, and Oscar.
This is Barney and Kevin are about to meet and have a talk in this. So are you ready?
Wait a minute. Is he trying to do like a book talk thing because there's BOK as the initials? Oscar, I see what you're doing, you sneaky devil.
I don't think so, but it's funny. Okay, you ready?
Yeah, hit me.
Have a watch of white ducks and puppy pads. Oh, you met a witch widow in the evil wig, which battles every day to destroy humanity and claim the earth for a homeworld. Literally. That said, today is my day off. What appears to be the problem, princess? First of all, no. Second, I am aware of several different species from the uncanny valley, and you resemble all and none of them at the same time. What are you? Very clever, but I identify as the alpha. You have the energy of a lowercase letter. Or woman. Huh? JavaScript should have made you taller, princess, but you were nerfed at birth. I love whatever's wrong with you. I do. But on God, you princess me one more time, and I will touch you upside your head so hard I will alter your bloodline on a molecular level. You feel me? Kevin, Barney, I'm going to the store. Do you guys need anything? If brains were dynamite, you would not have enough to blow your nose. Literally. You are built like an odd faction. Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out! You are not the worst person I've ever met, but you better pray that they don't die. I have a lot of Vortex.
The lowercase, you have all of the. Oh, God.
You have all of the energy of a lowercase letter.
The man is a fucking genius. Let's just call it like it is. Like, I need like a full webisode. Like, I know he does, book talk and stuff like that. I want a full, like, fully funded, like, Netflix series with nothing but Oscar and his alter egos. That's what I
need. Kevin and Barney be like,
"Ooh, we hit the big time now." I can almost.
Oh, we hit the big time now.
Sorry, Oscar. That's proprietary. We're not trying to steal your thunder, sir.
No mocking or anything. We love you, dude.
Yeah. We actually asked him to be on the show way back when, and he never answered. I'm doing it again. God damn it. I never answered. Stop. You'll get me stuck in that fucking accent. Now the whole fucking episode, that's what it's gonna be. I get stuck in accents really, really, really badly. JL knows this.
Yes.
She's experienced.
Oh yes. When she gets in the Irish, the Russian, and God only knows what other accents.
The one I got stuck into for the longest was the Brooklyn accent. Where I was talking like this for a little while, and then I just got stuck in it. I have a lot of talking with my hands while I was stuck in that. She was laughing her ass off every voice note because I was like, I can't fucking help it. I can't turn it off. If I fucking could, I fucking would turn it off. And I'm sitting here doing this as I'm doing it. I'm like, I am every fucking cliche there.
But no, honey, that wasn't New Yorker. That was New Jersey. That was a Jersey girl.
Well, I mean, it's a little bit, it's still Brooklyn. You got to add a little to the end instead of the to make it Jersey. Jersey's more like this, and they like slide their S's a bit more. Brooklyn's like we go a little bit deeper with it, and you gotta have like that.
Unlike in Boston, where you don't have the I's at all.
What?
Over in Boston, they ain't got no I's.
Nah, they ain't got no I's. Nah, they lost the I's a long time ago.
Whose car we taking?
They tossed them into the ocean with the T's. No, there's no odds in Boston.
Yeah, no, Whitey made sure that there was no odds.
Boston, I think Boston created so many beautiful people. I want to move to Boston. Can I move to Boston, please?
That's up to you, my dude. I ain't telling you that you can't. Talk to your therapist
about it. Heartbeat if I could fucking afford it. Oh my God. Living in New England would be beautiful. Maybe one day before I'm fucking dead. But we'll find out. All right. Moving on. My turn. So I had originally planned to talk about a different whip, but I told JL that I'm still working out the kinks on it. So instead,
that's what she said.
Well, the kink is not the problem in that one. The logistics is. And I'm not talking about positioning. We don't have problems.
A wingspan.
Jesus Christ. All right. So the name of the whip I'm going to be talking about is a sequel to the 2006 movie The Covenant. Why? Because I'm one of the weird people that actually liked that movie. So, well, I'm just saying that film, like there are people who fucking hate it, and there are people that were like, it was good. What are you talking about? But I actually liked it. I think it suffered from needing context and a bit more story because there were things missing. A lot of things.
I first discovered them through edit videos on YouTube back in the day. And your girl got hooked.
Oh, I mean, did you see who was in it? It wasn't exactly the most difficult thing to be like.
Well, no, hear me out. This is before I discovered Sebastian Stan.
Hey, back off.
I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying this is before I discovered Sebastian Stan. Because I was all for homeboy that was with the blonde girl.
Oh, Caleb, the guy that played Caleb
Yep,
Danvers.
that's it. I was a Caleb girl hardcore at the
liked him
beginning.
in Sky High, but I don't know why. It just like the long hair worked better than the short hair for me.
I liked him in that. And then as I watched it more, like again and again, that's when I started liking
Chase.
Pogue?
Yeah.
Pogue. Yeah,
Yeah.
him. Oh, hot.
Taylor Kitsch. Taylor Kitsch.
Yes, Taylor Kitsch.
God damn, that man has aged
Mm-hmm.
like very well. I'm just sad that I can't watch any of his more recent stuff because he was in a thing with Pratt, and I do not watch Pratt stuff. I will legit fucking boycott shit out the ass for Chris Pratt. I'm sorry.
You know my stance on it.
I still remember the whole like, oh, I go to a church that supports conversion therapy, but I'm in the Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, go fuck yourself, buddy. Don't care.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on back to the original thing. So this is
We are side questing like motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, we're squirrel brained all over the fucking place. We're just chasing nuts left and right.
As long as it's not elephantitis of the nuts.
Say smash because that's branded now. We can be copyright strike. That's like his thing, his catchphrase. We can't do that. We'll get in trouble. I'm sorry. Anyhow.
Yo, Steven, we gotta have a talk, buddy. Because you're not the first one to use smash.
So, this is meant to be a sequel to The Covenant, but it's more of me taking the original story and fixing it than it is actually like building something new. So a few of the inconsistencies that happened in the first film was in witchcraft, everything needs to be balanced. And in the original story, there were only meant to be 5 families, and 5 is not a balanced number in witchcraft. So the idea that in Ipswich there were 5 families instead of 6 doesn't make sense. So in my fixing of it, there's 6 families. So there's the Danvers, the Perrys, Garwin, Sims, Putnam, which is Chase's family, and then the Bishops. Now, before anybody gets all pissed off, I'm not talking about Bridget Bishop. There are many more bishops, okay? There are more than that one lady. And one of them was Sarah Wilkes Bishop. And she lived around Ipswich. This is actual history, people. I did my fucking research. So she actually lived around in that area. And her family were cousins to the Putnams. So adding her into the story enabled 6 families, but then the whole thing that caused the problem, like why they have black eyes and the power feeds off of them, it's essentially a blood debt. So back when the witch hysteria was kicking up in Salem and then bleeding into Ipswich, the 6 families decided, hey, we're going to make a pact to cover each other's backs. We're going to take care of each other and protect ourselves. And because they made that pact, the original 4 that we see in the first film, the Danvers, Perry, Garwin, and Sims, they decided they wanted more of the power and they didn't want to share it as evenly with the rest of the families. So they tattled on the bishops. And basically, like, it was kind of like self-preservation in a way. Can you hear it?
Mm-hmm. Wait, what?
Oh, now you're not going to do it? Oh, now because I'm quiet, you're going to stop? You fucking dick. Stella.
Oh, Stella Jane. She wants to say hi to the people.
No. We've already done that once. Never again. Besides, she got a clone and she would literally knock everything off. But so there were 6 families, and the 4 original families decided that they would be safer if they sold out the 6 families. So essentially, it's like everybody's looking at the rich, influential families and trying to see how they got in the position that they were in. So to like throw off the witch hunters and things like that, to throw off suspicion of themselves, they sold the bishops out to the magistrate and outed them as witches, which led to, and in history, this was something that was really disturbing to me because in Salem, there were only witches that were hung. There was one witch that was pressed, Giles Corey, but all of the rest were hung. Sarah Wilkes Bishop, where she lived in Ipswich, she actually was burned alive at the stake. She was the last one. So, uh, I lost my train of thought. It derailed. But so essentially, what happened? They sold out the bishops. The bishops died, and it enacted a curse. When they broke that blood pact between the six of them, it enacted a curse. So the curse is the reason why everybody has black eyes and why the power drains them. So basically, the curse is you're going to thirst after, like, prior to you ascending at the age of 13. You have power, you can utilize your power. It won't be as strong as when you ascend, but you're safe. You hit 13 and a clock starts ticking on you where it makes you, like, the power itself pushes you to desire more power, and the more you want, the more you get, and the more you get, the more you use, and the more you use, the more it literally, like, eats on your soul. So this curse was around from the very beginning. So basically, if you were a witch and you died and you were still underneath the curse, you didn't go to heaven, you didn't go to hell, you went to purgatory for perpetuity until the curse was lifted. Then your spirit would, disseminate where it needed to go. But so that's why the five families, the Putnams, the Danvers, and everybody, that's why they have black eyes. The sixth family, because there is going to be an heir. Her name is Rain. She was actually adopted. She's not a blood related person to the original five families. I needed to make sure that she wasn't a blood relative to the Putnams. Like, adoption is a thing, but not blood related. So there's, it's not the same thing because I want Rain and Chase to have a little thing. So the original six family, because their power stayed pure, they have white eyes, not black.
Damn, going like full on fucking what's her name from Supernatural, Lilith there.
Yeah. That was actually some of my inspiration, not gonna lie. So at one point though, because the power itself has been feeding off of generations of witches, it actually becomes almost sentient in a way where it actually, like, disseminates, like, beings like the Darkling that we see in the original film and other things to kind of drive the heirs to utilize their power, draw on their power more, so it damns them. The only way they can actually cure the curse is to repeat the same binding process. So you have to have all six families on the same day of the same month at the same location. And one of the weird happenstances, and I told JL this, was there is an actual street that is on a crossroads that's not far from the Putnam barn that literally is titled Paradise. So the other road that I used for the other crossroad was Purgatory. So between Paradise and Purgatory, that's where the pact was made. So the only way to fix that is by rebinding all of the families to each other. And to do that, Rain has kind of taken up, like, her mother's quest. Her mother's name was Madeline. She was the last living, like, blood relative, like, blood heir in the bishop line, and she tried to talk to Caleb's dad and all of the others to get them to, like, you need to understand, you need to listen to me. I'm trying to help you. Like, I'm not trying to take anything from you. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to save your life. But Caleb's dad, being the patriarch of, like, the four families, was basically like, nah, fuck you. And we saw what happened to Caleb's dad because he didn't listen. But essentially, one of the biggest mysteries of Chase Collins is at the end of the Covenant. We don't know where he goes. We see him get hit with like this massive orb of energy, and then he just disappears. We don't know where the fuck he went. I think Caleb knew not to kill Chase because if he had, it would have rebounded on him through the curse. So I think he tucked him away in a space where he couldn't be bothersome. I think he transported Chase
Like a
to
pocket dimension.
No, I think he sent Chase to purgatory. That in the story, that's where he ends up. So imagine being a person with the power that Chase has, stuck in purgatory, where you're constantly being hunted by dead witches from all of the families. Because that was another aspect of the power itself during the witch hysteria. After the curse was enacted, it would drive the heirs to desire power to the point where they were hunting each other and either forcing them to will them their power or they would kill them and just take it from them.
These
I
nuts.
wanted to add a little something. But so basically the whole problem is Chase is in purgatory. So we have Caleb and his friends, and now we're looking at a new generation. So they've married, they have kids. You know, some of them do. I'm not going to make out everybody a daddy, but like the majority of them have kids. So now if they don't do something about the curse, then their kids are going to get hit with it because it's been so long that some of their kids are hitting towards the age of 13 where they're getting ready to ascend. And if they're still bound under that curse when they ascend, they're essentially damned from the jump because the thing that damns you is the amount of power you have. So Caleb's dad was damned heavily because he used his power heavily and it drained and literally ate away his soul. So when he died, he didn't go anywhere. There was nothing left.
You know something I didn't realize?
What?
Freaking Nate from Gossip Girl is Tyler in that movie. Yeah. I did not catch that.
I didn't know it for the longest time either. But Seb and that guy, I think his real name is Chase. They're friends. So
yeah, Chase Crawford.
But so they have to get Chase out of purgatory so they can do the rebinding of the pact to basically save everybody's ass. Which, as you know, Pogue and Caleb are not going to be a fan of, particularly Pogue. Pogue has like this one moment during like different spots that I've written where he's just like, "Are you fucking kidding me? That guy? Are you kidding me? Do you have any idea what it took him to put him down the first time? I ended up in the hospital. Are you serious?"
Yeah, I ain't going down for this fucker again. Nope.
Caleb's just gonna be like, we need to do this, and Pogue's gonna be like, fuck that, no, no. So
like, fuck that. Lost my girlfriend and everything because of this motherfucker. Hell to the fuck no, I ain't doing that shit.
Well, another aspect to things to add a little bit more depth to Chase's character, because Chase they essentially were like, he's bad because he's bad. There's no real reason behind it. He's just bad. And monsters aren't born, they're made. So Chase's dad, his birth father, basically went throughout the entire United States and even overseas a little bit and fathered as many children as he could. He ended up fathering 33 kids. And he thought that if he could trade their souls to death, that he could get his way out of the curse. When he made the offer, death rejected it. So it would upset the balance. So then what Chase's father did was he figured, okay, well, the more power I have, the more it'll offset the burn. Fuck it. So then he started hunting his own children down, waiting for them to ascend, and then he would make his children will him their power, thus draining them of their life force and killing them. Chase was the last one. The reason why Chase survived was because Rain protected him. She sent guardians to take care of him, but also cloaked his location. And she did that because on the night that Chase ascends, it's the night where Rain is given her last allotment of the power from her mother. Her mom's dying, she needs to pass on her gift. So that happens on the same night as Chase ascending. So in a way, they kind of almost became linked through the power in a way. So that's also why Rain is like going to the other 4 families and is like, we're gonna fix this, whether you want to or not, because I want him back. Like, he's not guilty of all the shit that you fuckers did. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna leave his ass in purgatory to fucking suffer. But yeah, like another thing that wasn't explained is the Collins family. Everybody's like, Chase killed the Collins. Why? Why? Because he was a witch? How the fuck would they know? So my whole thought behind that was fixing that little inconsistency was Chase didn't kill the Collins. His dad was going around trying to find all of the kids. I think his dad found Chase, learning that he had been adopted, and he went to the Collins and was like, "That's my kid. I want my kid back." And the Collins were like, "No, dude, fuck off. My kid." So they got in the way. So Chase's biological dad killed the Collinses so he would have a clear path to Chase. That's how that shit happened. Chase was innocent, and Caleb and everybody else damned him for it, but he was innocent. The whole time that happened, he never once said that he was guilty of that. Never once. They found that news clipping and assumed that that was his fault. But the whole power driving them crazy and stuff, that is essentially why Chase was driven to hunt the others for their power. Because when Caleb's dad willed him his power, he had his original power that he started out with, Caleb's own like accoutrement of power, and then he took on more power from his dad. That's generational power that's been passed down through the years that's gotten stronger and stronger and stronger. So when you take into context that Chase's dad
Excuse me.
Chase's dad took on the gifts of his 32 other children, and then Chase killed his biological dad and absorbed his power, plus the power he got when he ascended. Chase was cooked from the fucking jump because he didn't realize what he had done until it was done too fucking late. So he thought, oh, okay, I just need more power and it'll offset the burn because that's what his dad thought. So basically, Rain has to go into purgatory, has to bring Chase back, and then they all have to wait until it's the right time to go and do the rebinding. And during that time period, witches be witches. And the original 4 witches be bitches. So it's to make sure that all 4 families would participate. Rain brings them all to the Bishop house in Ipswich, and then she binds it to where they can't leave. They're trapped inside that house until the day they're meant to go and perform the pact. So imagine having the Danvers, the Sims, Pogue, and Chase, and Rain all in the same house. I don't think it's going to go well, particularly whenever Pogue starts shit with, because the 4 originally, they ganged up on Chase. Now he's got Rain, and Rain, because her lineage still has pure power, she's stronger than all 5 of them combined. She is literally the strongest out of all of them. So she kind of flexes a little bit on Pogue and is like, you come at him, you deal with me. And I can squash you real fast. So sit down and fucking calm the hell out. So that's the basic premise of what's happening. Shenanigans will happen. But the prologue that I have, I need a drink. So thirsty. So I'm gonna
That's what she said.
I'm going to read the prologue and then we'll finish up. So, the name of the book is The Covenant Broken Brotherhood. I cannot talk. The Covenant Broken Brotherhood. Because essentially that's what the guys are. They were meant to be brothers. And, another thing that I need to bring up is the fact that as the others felt, could feel each other using the power, that means they also felt Chase ascend and they knew he was out there and didn't do fucking anything to find him, along with his 32 other siblings. I can't imagine what kind of controversy that stirred up in the four families. Hey, do you keep feeling people using the power? There's only supposed to be so many of us using the power. Where's all these other 32 fucking power things coming from? Oh, that's the title of the book. Broken Brotherhood. Okay. So, prologue, Chase, July 14th, 2007. The pain begins shooting through me, like fire is filling every molecule of my being as it's being shredded. I'm being torn apart, ripped to shreds at the seams, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. I try screaming out, but my voiceless pleading only lodges itself in my throat, choking me. What is happening to me? My first response is true unbridled fear, the kind which tears through me faster than the fire boiling its way out into the void surrounding me. My body thrashes again against the hardwood where I'd fallen off the bed. I contort on the floor as my form flails and stretches to the point of feeling like my bones might splinter under the pressure of my skin. Everything goes black. I can feel the creeping burn of the fire as it crawls across my eyes, blacking out the world around me. Once the world is dark, the pain becomes pleasure. It starts feeling more akin to a lover's touch than the sting of the hornet's nest, which had previously been swarming every synapse in my brain. But this is softer. The emotion is sweeter. The taste of it is more enticing than anything I'd ever experienced. Caught in a world of nothingness filled with the pitchest of black, there was only one thing I could see: faces. Mm. Faces moving across the glistening oil like film, spread thickly coating my eyes. Whispers start to fill the room. Soon there's a cacophony of strange voices all speaking about the same things, but none truly finish their sentence, allowing it to remain cloaked in nothing but whispers. I lay here watching as the clock hand strikes through the hour and lands on the next, 3 a.m. My body falls slack against the hardwood while my tears streak down my cheeks. I feel torn apart and put back together, only there's been something added in. Some new piece which had been lying dormant, but now was wide fucking awake. I couldn't tell what it was or how or why it had managed to claw its way out to the surface. But as my onyx eyes scanned the room as if a veil had been pulled back and the world had been truly being revealed, there was a soft hum emanating around me, a nervous tension enshrouding every voice which always seemed just out of reach. The one word I could pull out from among the rest of us was life. Everything around me was alive and beating with a steady thrum of energy, which reached out towards me in the black, giving off the feeling of being aggressively pulled into something I hadn't bargained for. Honestly, it felt like I was trying to avoid the seeking, grasping hands of the devil himself. But this, really, this thirst was something completely unholy. My hands shook and quaked as I reached out towards one of the candles sitting on my dresser. There was a bright flash of light and heat as my fingertips made contact. When I opened my eyes, the flame was sitting almost like a pet, obeying its master, waiting for instructions in the palm of my hand. Well, I guess that explains a few things. Even as I say it, I taste salt water on my tongue. Books and papers lay strewn about the room as if a tornado had manifested itself and laid waste to half the furniture in the room. And almost as suddenly, the snap of some hidden connection hits me.
Damn.
Ta-da!
No, right then.
So that's the prologue. I'm still developing it and working on it. And I just noticed as I was reading through that, I had originally chosen the name Rain for the Bishop heir, but I actually ended up changing it to Jude and just forgot to write it down. So I'm going to do that right
To
now.
what?
Jude. So Jude Bishop is her name. Like,
Did you get some inspiration from Jude Duarte?
Jude Duarte and the Beatles. But yeah, you kept saying the name Jude so many times. I was like, you know what? I kind of like the way that sounds. And I mean, much like JL has chosen her author name, I think mine, we were talking about this earlier, I think mine's actually going to end up being Oren Black. I don't know why. I like colors for last names. So I think that's what I'm actually going to use mine whenever I create my author's page. But yeah, so that's what I've got going on. We are going to be working on that as well as the other multitudes. And as soon as we get a little bit more done, we'll do another catch up and let you guys know what's going on. And then hopefully at some point, we'll be pimping our books out to be published. Maybe. But if you guys have any thoughts, opinions, or if you are working on a work in progress yourself and you want to share details, hit us up. Let us know. But until then, we will see you guys next time. Bye.
Light it up, bitches.